G'day punkers, got a little project. As you can see behind me, I have a little ED72 sitting on an EQ6. It's a little bit undersized. I mean, I know it's not the size that matters, it's how you use it. But today, we're gonna have a bit of fun. We are going to hook this scope up to the EQ6, but we're going to piggyback the EQ6, sorry, the 6-inch Mead with the ED72. So one of them's going to be doing deep sky astrophotography with a proper astrophotography camera, the ASI 2600 that, thank you Paul for lending me that camera and filter wheel. It's going to be using that. And the other one's going to have my phone attached to it on the same target. And we're going to be guiding and meridian flipping, and we're going to do the same target with the phone and the ASI 2600. And then we're going to compare the outcome. And we're going to see if a very, very expensive camera is better than a phone. I mean, we already know what the answer is going to be, but we're just going to see, just compare, and also, why not? It's a bit of fun. So let's go and set that one up on top of that one, shall we? All right, as you can see, I've got my little spaceship set up. I don't know how that's going to work, but you know, there's only one way to find out. It should be okay, I think, yeah. It's all piggybacked. So my phone's going to go down the end here, and then obviously the 2600 is going to be there. And that means I don't have to stress about the phone not doing meridian flips and parking and stuff, because it's not controlled by anything, whereas all of this will be controlled by that little beauty there. So I'll be able to image with the phone, image with a high quality astro camera, and make sure that it parks nicely. This will be fun. This will be a whole lot of fun. I'm going to come back later on, when it's a bit darker, and run all the cabling in that, because right now I have to go to a meeting. I'm busy taking over the world, so I've got to go and have this meeting and continue my world domination. But we'll see you back here later on. I'm back, and my monstrosity is doing its thing. So I have the Mead LX85 being piggybacked by the ED72, being piggybacked by the guide scope. On the Mead I have the ASI 2600 going, it's doing its imaging, it's doing its thing. And then on the ED72 I have currently the S22 Ultra, and they're on Orion at the moment. So we're going to leave them run, and later on I'm going to push it all around to Veil Nebula. Velar Supernova Remnant. I'm going to push it around to, later on I'm going to push it around to the Velar Supernova Remnant. I'm going to put it on Pencil Nebula, but then the ED72 obviously is going to get wider view, so we get more stuff, and just see how it comes out. But it seems to be working, which is really, really cool actually. We will come back and check later on to see how it's going, and just sort of roll through from there. But at the moment it's doing its thing, and what it means is that I can do proper astrophotography and mobile phone imaging at the same time whilst guiding, which means my mobile phone images should be much sharper, much less susceptible to star trails and things like that. So it's just another step in the process of learning to or continuing to learn to use my phone for deep sky imaging. I think what I'd really love to do is piggyback with the ED80 and pump it around to something like Cartwheel Galaxy again, and try and get that again guiding, so I've got a little bit more focus. And not the ED80, no, I need the 102mm refractor. That could work too. Yeah, that could work too, and just see if I can get Cartwheel again, but with guiding this time. But we'll come back out here later on and we'll check how everything's going, but it seems to be working really well at the moment. Look, doing its thing. Okay, so we've had a bit of an issue with the telescope. Had another member of the society hook onto it, whoops, but also decided not to meridian flip, and it also decided that home position was that way instead of, I had to reset everything twice, and I've now got it going on Velar and Pencil Nebula, and so now it's just a matter of sitting around and making sure it actually meridian flips properly before I go to bed. We'll just stick around and see what happens. It is the morning after the night, and it looks like after a few troubles everything went well, because, well, let's have a look, shall we? Parked, everything's ready, it's finished, so now it's a matter of packing everything down. I will set this one up again when I get home, but yeah, looks like it works. Got to check the data. Let's check the data. This is like the 40 millionth time I've recorded this. Audio seems to be not working on any of my phones for some reason, and I don't know why. Anyway, let's see if it works this time, shall we? So I have had a look at the data that I got from the piggyback setup, where I've got the main scope with the main camera, and then the second scope with phone attached to the back, and then the guide scope. And it's worked really well. So what it means is I have sold out, and both not sold out at the same time. So I am doing proper astrophotography whilst also doing mobile phone astrophotography. What it's allowing me to do that I couldn't do previously with the mobile phone stuff is guide, because I was using the guide camera as a main camera because my phone was attached to the telescope. So this allows me to do proper astrophotography while making sure the target is centered, which means it's centered on the phone, that telescope that the phone's attached to, and then the guide scope can guide. So the data's much better. It's cleaner. There's less drift. There's less noise. There's less wobbly stars. It's just better all around, which is really good. So I'm very, very happy with that. Now all I've got to do is fully commit and actually do flats and darks while the phone is mounted to the telescope. That's something that I should actually do. So that's the next step, I guess. But for now, it's on to the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, merch at merch store, astropunk.store, and we'll see you on the next one. See you later, guys.